It's Dajni and this is Sleepy Witch Tarot, and today I have a special pick a card selection out for y'all. So if you could, please choose group 1, group 2, group 3. I do offer private services, so if you're ever interested, book a service with me, book a reading. I also have Patreon, and my Patreon has exclusive content all the way down to preparing you and your new beginnings as a baby witch. Whatever you're looking for, I offer a lot of things. So all you got to do is just click away, find the link tree, and thank you so much. Alrighty, group 1, we have the Heron for patience. And your card does say, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone and find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose, and patience will always bring you rewards. And maybe that's something you have been struggling with personally, is giving yourself a little time. A little time to go through your emotions, to go through the things that you have been dealing with, maybe even secretly or silently. I feel like with the Heron, you keep to yourself, so you could feel a bit reclusive at this time. Maybe you're really trying to decide where you want to go and what you want to do. The Heron, when it comes to like tarot cards with patience, is linked to temperance energy, which temperance energy is also about divine timing. So give yourself space when you need it. Don't go out and do things when you're not ready. So the first card that I have for you today is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a very intuitive energy. The High Priestess is about balance and knowledge and power. She even is considered to be the keeper of keys. When I see the High Priestess coming out in a reading, it's basically saying that you're in tune with your divinity. You're in tune with your spiritual gifts and your spiritual side. So maybe it's about time to maybe branch out and teach, because a High Priestess knows a lot of stuff. Then we're falling into the Three of Cups, which the Three of Cups stands for reconciliations, reunions, renewals, and celebrations. The Three of Cups is a card that really brings in happiness and memories and friendship. I love the Three of Cups card, and it's basically saying that it's time to get out there. Maybe you've been reclusive for just a little bit too long, and you have to get out there to explore, to communicate, to find connections that is external of you at this time. Which we also have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups can dictate a couple of little things. The Seven of Cups says that you have many choices and many options in this world. The Seven of Cups is also a card of the seven deadly sins, so it's basically saying, be sure this is what you want before you go for it. Be sure that this is something that you have thought about. Be sure that before you go make a grand purchase, this could be something that you think about before you do. And then we come into an Ace of Sword moment. And an Ace of Sword moment is basically saying that you are picking up your sword of destiny, of truth, of wisdom. Maybe for a long time you wasn't saying, maybe you were a very quiet or shy person. When someone carries the Ace of Swords, it's basically saying, I know who I am, I know my worth. I'm not going to stand or go for anything less than I deserve. The Ace of Swords is about crowning yourself with wisdom and truth and knowledge and justice. Talking about justice, Libra energy. Swords in tarot are air elements, so Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Taking your power back, taking your energy back. Maybe you've even been going so far to say, I reclaim my energy from all people, places, and things. Maybe you've been calling back your power. The next card that I have for you is the World. And the World basically is a card of cycles, of completion. When I see the World card, it's basically saying you're going through one door out the other. Maybe you have stopped and ended toxic things, toxic friendships, toxic habits. You're embracing more of a healthier approach to life. Maybe you have big things happening for you. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're feeling accomplished. Maybe you're having a child or a baby. The World card does signify major shifts, but in a positive direction. It's never negative. When the when I say 10 of cups, when the world is in reverse, it could consider to be like stagnant. But when I'm gonna keep saying 10 of cups, maybe that's what you're going for. Maybe that's what you're going for, is a 10 of cup moment. The world. And a 10 of cup, just in case, if anyone of y'all are understanding what I'm saying. The 10 of cups is a completion card. It's a happily ever after. It's a card of significance, of happiness, of peace, of promises. A 10 of cup moment is a moment of building, not just with you, but with other people, with family, working on your partnerships and commitments. Maybe that's what y'all are really going for, and that's why Spirit keeps telling me to say 10 of cups. The next card I have for you is the Wolf Moon, which is a January, so new beginnings, new energy. The Wolf Moon is saying use intuitive instinct to reach out to your tribe in times of need. Be resourceful and express yourself fully. And we also have a square card that came out for you, and it's about a Two of Sword moment. So it's restrictions, obstacles, delays, struggle. But it's also about confrontation and being having motivation to complete anything that you are going through at this time. And then I had a card fall. Wow. We get Jupiter. So Jupiter is a planet of blessings and good luck. Jupiter in astrology is also linked really heavily handed with Leo and Sagittarius energy. When I see Jupiter coming out, hopes and wishes, dreams, manifestations, happy, positive energy is being met and fulfilled in your life. The pot of gold after the rainbow. The dice for lucky. And even she's holding like a daisy or a sunflower. It kind of looks like both to me, but sunflowers are really big when it comes to being sturdy, stable, growth, experience, family, abundance. Because what does sunflowers represent and do? They grow massive flowers on stalks, singular stalks. They're heavy, they're top heavy, and they have a lot of that is really beneficial for the environment and nature, for birds. Let's go ahead and pull a little bit more and get more information for this. We have understanding that came out. And when I see this, I feel forgiveness. Forgiveness of the people of the past that did you dirty or did you wrong. Forgiveness of yourself. Surrendering to source. To the soul source energy. Angelic energy. And understanding that maybe you felt like you had to learn those lessons for your purpose. Maybe what you went through was very tough or hard. Maybe at some point it brought in some trauma. And you have been dealing with that for such a long time. This card is significant of release. Look at what she's doing. She's like, I'm not holding on to any of that energy anymore. I understand. And that's the whole purpose of that card. Understanding. And what was the next card that fell out? Deceit. Negative people. Toxic habits. Toxic traits in other people. Untrustworthy. People who are liars. You understand that you attract them. Because I'm going to tell you something. What is in this energy? It's light. It's bright. And she's by a river, which makes me think of a lighthouse. And what does a lighthouse do? A lighthouse guides the light to the ships at sea so they can come in and harbor in safety. You have been giving safety to people who do not deserve it. You have been giving hope and love to people who do not deserve it. What is the point of helping all these toxic people in your life if they're not filling your cup back? If they're not helping you? If you are unconditionally, and openly surrendered and giving to people in your life who do not give back, what is the point? You're left drained, depleted. You are left in a feeling of hopelessness. So this card is really relevant to saying that it's time to deal wisely and effectively with negative people for negative situations that are not helping you or for your purpose. And then we have a card that Soulmates came out. And this card says soul connection, soul contract, agreement, and partnership. Now this could be like toxic exes, toxic people. Some people don't realize that they're in a toxic relationship until they're at the end of a toxic relationship. I'm not saying what you're in is toxic. It could be family. It could be friendships. Not all things are related to love and partnerships that are not the best. And then we have Camera. And Camera is about nostalgia, perception, learning from the past and making memories. And then we have the Snake, which is that deception energy, that devil energy. It's like Capricorn energy. It says competition, enemy, looking over your shoulder, malicious, clever. I do feel that energy within that. And maybe that's what Spirit is saying. It's really time to embrace and to let go of negative things that are not for your highest purpose, that are not meant for you, that really drain you. We got Trust. Trust was the card that came out for your angels. And it says this situation is calling you to have faith. And that's that understanding. It's completely release, surrendering and letting go and letting source and angelic energies help you through this time of adversity or challenge. Trust in the flow of life. Trust that whatever spirit is leading you to, we got let go of control. Let go of control. And it says, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Whatever is happening in your life, Spirit says to let go, which is really crazy. Is because what is she doing? She's let go. You are being encouraged to let go of control. Because sometimes when you're holding on to a situation or you're holding to a person or an energy and that person is being very combative, it's hurting you more to hold on than to let go and perceive the situation for what it truly is. That is the message in this, and that is what Spirit is saying. It's time to let go of control, because when you fully let go and be like, okay, let me see it from a bird's eye view like Spirit or Source does, and see if this person is truly meant for me. Is this person or this energy healthy? Healthy. My therapist said a long time ago, words without action is manipulation. So if someone says they're going to change, or they're going to change their behavior, their attitude towards you, don't just listen to the words that they say. Visualize it. I want you to see this change, because whatever is happening in your life, it's causing you stress. And maybe that's why you have been in a hermit mode. You're like, should I or shouldn't I? Maybe you feel like you second guess yourself sometimes when there's no need to second guess yourself, because Spirit has always been there. Spirit is working with you, sending you messages of love, of clarity, of hope, of peace and joy. And we're going to get a message from Spirit right now. I do read these from the book. You're only going to get one for this. And then after this card, we're going to do your teacup. I don't know if I want to do teacup today. Maybe we'll do teacup. We'll see how we get there. And your card is the Sacrament of Extreme Unction. Look how beautiful these are. This is what your card says. I swear, Spirit got jokes, y'all. Your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It is time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you, and entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move towards it with an open, trusting heart and a peaceful mind. Is that not shocking, y'all? Spirit is really on this. Spirit has a lot. I swear, I feel this so much. Your entire group was about releasing from things that you cannot control. Releasing from toxic habits and toxic people. Releasing from things that hurt you. Holding on to things that are damaging when you need to realize it's time to let go and embrace the truth. And embrace what Spirit has to offer you. And embrace the love and the people that surround you that is full of love. Words without action is what? Manipulation. And that is your card. Thank you so much, Group 1. We're not going to do teacup. Maybe we'll do it next time. The second group that I have for you, so if you chose Group 2, which is the Dragonfly for Magic, this is your card. And Group 2, thank you so much. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, y'all. Subscribe. And this says, I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past, and the magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant, and I am blessed. Yes, you are. And let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards to see. And you have cards flying away already. I don't even know where that card is. Alrighty. The first card that I absolutely have for you is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords can be a very kind of like conflicty card, because the Seven of Swords can be representative of somebody who is malicious, somebody who is secretive, somebody who is not being open or honest, somebody who is sneaky. This can even talk about maybe missing money, missing something physical in your home. When I see the Seven of Swords, it's time to be aware and watch out. Start paying attention to things. That is my card of, it could be a warning for someone, or maybe it ain't. You just recognize. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. The next card that we have is the Page of Swords. And pages in tarot are considered to be like the youth of tarot. They're so optimistic. They're so open. They're so ready for that new beginning. They're so ready for the journey. They're like, yes, what's the next step? Yes, let's go do this journey, this adventure. They're ready for everything. But they're also immature because they don't have a lot of wisdom on them. They're new beginners. So when I see the Page of Swords coming out for you, it's a new beginning. Maybe you're having to learn how to create boundaries in your life. Maybe you're having to learn different things. Swords in tarot, it stands for the mind. It stands for intellect, wisdom, truth, intelligence. And when I see the Page of Swords come out, this could be telling, like, hey, maybe you're on a new journey of self-discovery. Maybe you're on a journey of trying to get a business going, or running ideas, running intellect. Maybe you're trying to communicate with other people at this time, to explore, to make connections, to be partnerships and things. And then we go into the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is Libra energy. It stands for balance. Things that you have been giving out to other people, helping other people, being compassionate with other people is giving back to you. If you feel like you are always helping other people, or whatever, you have that feeling or that trust and manifestation, it's like whatever I give, I receive back. The Six of Pentacles is basically saying Spirit is sending you something that you needed, something that you like. It's like taxes, the way I see the Six of Pentacles. It's like, oh, you paid an excess amount of taxes. You get all this money back, and you might get a little more. So I do feel like this is going to be about money, revolving around money, and money headed to your life and to your space. This is also about balance and connection with other people, and maybe letting bygones be bygones, walking separate ways in kind of a sense. But this is really about a redirection of that energy that you have always been giving out is receiving back to you. It's positive karma. Positive karma is what I see. And then we go immediately into the King of Wands energy. And the King of Wand energy is somebody who knows what they want and they know how to make it happen. This person is so magnetic. This person is very good at talking, being very beautiful with words. I always kind of say that the King of Wands can be considered like a philosopher, a poet, somebody who knows how to make things happen and grow and throw in abundance, because Wands are passion. It's fire element, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. When I see the King of Wands, I see somebody who is very built, somebody who has success, but somebody who doesn't always know what they want when it comes to things. These people can be kind of indecisive. Maybe one day they want something and the next day it's completely changed, and vice versa. So I do feel like the King of Wands has issues with making a structured plan of action sometimes. The King of Wands can also be very harsh when they want to be. So King of Wands energy can be like, oh, so exciting. And then you realize that this new exciting person is kind of like harsh around the edges sometimes. I feel like it's because the King of Wands has a lot of things given to them and a lot of things that are just attracted to them. So when things don't go their way, they can get kind of like with the immature spirit. They can really be a mean person sometimes. And then we go in from the King of Wands to a Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is basically saying that you are having to defend yourself from your position. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of people in your life that seem to attack you or go after you. It's like, I can't do nothing, right? Why can't people just let me be? Why can't people just let me live? Maybe whatever you're doing, a lot of people are against. Maybe you're like an outside of the box thinker. Maybe you are studied in the occult. Maybe you're fascinated with taboo things and other people's like, you can't like that. You don't need to be looking at that. You don't need to be listening to that or reading that. And it's basically saying that there's a lot of people trying to take control of you and your life at this time, and you're trying to fight back and say, no, leave me alone. So I do feel like anything that you do, there's this particular person in your life that's like, they can't be happy. I feel like there's a lot of jealous energies around you. When I see Seven of Wands, it is, so to speak, jealousy, because there's just everybody's ganging up on you and trying to be like, well, it's supposed to be like this, and you're doing it different. I just feel like you give me that misfit energy. You do. You do. Definitely. And then we go into a Two of Pentacles, which is about balance. It's really about decision making and figuring out what you truly want and going for it. Maybe for a while you're trying to balance your like day job with what you really do, what you really want to do, your passions. It's like, do I have enough time and energy and money to be able to put into my passion project? Do I have enough time, energy to go after this right now? I feel like maybe there's a lot of things that has been burdening you. Maybe you haven't taken care of other people at this time, financially taking care of other people, and it's kind of drained you a little bit. We come off with the Ascendant, and the Ascendant is Aries energy, so pioneer, leadership, war, courage, fascination. And this is really about your first impressions, your outlook. I always say it's your avatar, how you portray yourself. How do you make yourself look, your appearance, your aura, but it also stands for your ego. And when I see the Ascendant, I see as somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is focused on, maintaining a certain look or certain style, trying to attract in the people that resonate with them, who kind of like have a very niche outlook on the world. And then we go into Capricorn. Capricorn rules the 10th house in astrology, and it's also associated with career, hard work, money, achievement, power, success, notoriety, and fame. Capricorn is really about being resourceful and hardworking and dedicated, and being very patient and practical, because Capricorn is earth element. They don't happen overnight. They grow their success from hard work and patience. And then we have the air element that came out, which is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy. And the air element is talking about quickness. It's about communication, wisdom, intellect, motion, things being set in motion. Maybe this is about your career. You could be in the public You could be doing stuff with communication. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're helping other people out. Maybe you're about showing wisdom to the world. I feel like whatever this is for a particular person or set of people out there, this could be rolling towards like your appearance at things. What's meant for you is meant to happen. I feel like there's a lot of energy headed your way with lots of blessings. And before you know it, you're going to find a lot of things coming into fruition. Let's go ahead and get your angel cards. We got free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And what did I say? I said you're very unique, misfit, and that there's a unicorn that they're trying to cage. And unicorns are majestic, free animals. Like just all animals are majestic and free. Someone is trying to tame the magic in you. And that is not possible. You cannot do that. And then we got attraction, which is that energy that I was talking about. And it says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And then I have some for someone out there, unrequited love. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically saying that it's only a one-sided relationship or a one-sided partnership. It says that there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So that is for someone out there specifically. Let's go ahead and see what else. Okay, we got the Golden Mirror. And the Golden Mirror says self-absorbed, one-sided relationships. I just said that. And love bombing. But it also says narcissistic. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. You don't have to resonate with this. And then I have separation, sadness, missing you, unsure about the future. And I'm going to pull one more. One more, Spirit. And there it is. We got healthy choices. Makes so much sense. It says making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, and being happier. I love that. Healthy choices. Alright, and the next card that I'm going to be getting is this deck. And then we got one more after this. We got Complicated that just came out. And that is a mirror. And what it makes me think of is when people mirror other people back, it can be kind of like toxic qualities. Unsure about being your real true self. That's what I feel. What else, Spirit? Listening, learning, knowledge, teaching. That's a teaching energy, wisdom. It also says darkness does not always equate to being evil, and light does not always bring goodness. And that is that energy as well. It's like people that attract people that pretend to be something that they're not, which is unauthentic, bring in a lot of false things because they mask. So I feel like masking people and people who are masking around you will be exposed. And we also have forbidden, which is something that you're not meant to see right now. There's a door that you're trying to go through at this time, and Spirit says not right now. I'm not saying that it's not meant for you. It's just right now you're being pressured to pause and to stop and to focus on the things that is happening in your life. And this is going to be your last card for group 2, and then we'll get to group 3. And we got Lacia of Pavarti, and it's number 32. And this is what your message says. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and the frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle sign is of great future happiness. Now, if you are struggling with something that is triggering or hurtful, freeing yourself from a situation like that would be very, very positive, and bring in positive things in your life. So I'm sending my heart out to all of group 2. And I hope that everything that you ever dreamed of and hoped for is going to come true and manifest. And thank you so much. Hi, Group 3. If you chose the frogs for prosperity, this is your group. And if y'all should go check out my Patreon. I have so much content that's available right now on Patreon. All right? Your message says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy, and abundance and good fortune awaits you. All right, Spirit, what is the messages coming out? First card that came out is the Page of Cups. I like the Page of Cups most of the time. Most of the time. And then we have the Empress. And then the Eight of Wands. Then the Chariot. And then the Six of Cups. I swear, one more, just I know. And then the Ten of Cups. What is really going on? If y'all chose Group 3, y'all are going to be in for a roller coaster. Because that's the emotions coming in right now, is the roller coaster. It can be a good thing. It can also be a warning sometimes. I'm pulling some angel cards already to properly see what is going on. Okay. For those who resonate with this group. So the first card that I have for you is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a very, immature card. It's also saying that I'm ready for love. I'm ready for abundance. I'm ready to go after things. The fish or the dragon that's in the cup, he is imagining it. It's not really there. So this card is imagination. This card is being prospectful or hopeful about your future in romance and love. Although the Page of Cups can signify apologies. Apologies. Maybe you have an apology coming in from a situation or a person. The next card that I have for you is the Empress. And the Empress is every queen in tarot combined into one supreme being. She's kind, caring, compassionate, nurturing, protective, and loved. And she is also seen as pregnant. I'm not saying you're pregnant, but what I'm saying is she is birthing new energy. So it's about new beginnings. The Empress is about self-love and self-worth. She knows her worth, right? Do you know your worth? And then from the Empress, we go into the Eight of Wands, which is about quick, fast, incoming energy. It's sudden onset. It's like Uranus energy in astrology. It's like freedom and unexpected things happening. So I feel like you're going to be prepared for unexpected travelers or unexpected news or text messages or phone calls. Which is making sense because the next card that I have is the Chariot, Cancer energy. An emotional choice, kind of like that roller coaster energy like I was talking about. Making a choice and then going in that direction for it. So if it's like, if you're making a choice in love or someone is making a choice in love coming towards you, this could be that energy. And I do feel like, honestly, this person has battled, or you have battled with this person. So I feel like completely you know this person or you know this energy. I just feel like y'all are completely polar opposites, if that makes any sense. Which is the next card we get is the Six of Cups, which represents what? Past situations, friendship, familyship, things like that. But the Six of Cups can ultimately talk about past energy. And it talks about the memories that you've had, nostalgia, things around that nature. Don't be all looking like that. I see y'all's comments, which comes into the next card of the Ten of Cups. Which, what is the Ten of Cups? Ultimate fulfillment, happiness, love, peace, joy, compassionate, building blocks, faith. I get faith with the Ten of Cups as well. But it doesn't mean that you're going to take this person back or be approved of this person or this person approve you or any of that. What I'm seeing is that there is an apology coming through to you, but you also have to think about this Chariot card. Polar opposite energy. And I honestly do feel that if you did choose it, there would be happiness for you. But if you don't choose it, there would still be happiness, because I feel like, honestly, with the Six of Cups, you're having a Three of Cup moment within that. If you look, 2 Three of Cup moments to make a Six of Cup. And Three of Cups is about reunions and celebrations and happiness and things like that. That's why it is reflective on the Six of Cups. 3 of Cups for reunion, reconciliation, and the same for down here. It's a reflective, it's a mirror image. So I feel like whatever this is, you would feel the exact same way. If this is meant for you in this message, you would feel the exact same way as this person coming in. Now, if you do not feel the same exact way as that person coming in, then this means that you are finding abundance and love and prosperity on your own right now. You're not focused on love. You're not focused on anything, because the first card that I got from your angel message, it says to love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, which is that Empress energy. And then for the other set of people, because I feel like this is too situational, it says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's just something to think about. It's something to pay attention to. I do feel like there is 2 particular groups. The first card that came out is the Runner. The Runner, and it says runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to ego. And for the other, I swear, guess what I pulled? I pulled the Runner and then the Chaser. Twin flame? Polar opposites, yin and yang, makes so much sense right now. Makes so much sense. Somebody is dealing with a twin. You're laughing. Y'all laughing. I love y'all. It makes me think of a twin flame relationship. I'm not playing. But it also makes me think of a very codependent and a very toxic relationship. I personally want someone to chase that I chase. I don't want to chase someone that is running away from me, and I don't want someone to chase me that I'm running away from them. That means that I don't feel the same way, essentially. But anyway, with the Runner and Chaser dynamic duo within the twin flames, this could be a direct twin flame connection for someone out there. And I don't throw around twin flame energy a lot, because a lot of it are seen as toxic. A lot of them are toxic relationships. And then I have seduction that came out. And this is about attraction, flirting, dating. So you can resonate with it how you want to. You can resonate with it how you want to. We got Hope. And I really like that card. It's such a beautiful card. It makes me think of forgiveness. Kid you not. We got the Ghost that came out. Ghost from the past. Fragments. There's going to be someone from your past entering your life. This doesn't always mean toxic ex, so don't think like that way. It doesn't always mean toxic ex. This could mean that it could be an acquaintance or a colleague or an old coworker or an old friend or someone you grew up with. There is someone returning. That is confirmation, by the way. Confirmation. And then we got High Priestess of Spirit, which is about using your intuition, using your spiritual gifts of discernment to figure out if this is what you truly want. And on the back of the deck, kid you not, there's cycles, but it's in reverse. I don't really read oracle cards in reverse, but cycles card is like saying, I'm done with the repetition of things. I'm tired of feeling like a hamster on the wheel that's really just going around in circles and circles and circles and circles and not really doing anything. So I do feel like you were clearing out the past and you're clearing that negative energy. You're clearing that karmic energy up. And then we have Pluto, transformation, Scorpio energy, death, cycles, rebirth, obsession, destruction even. This card can really signify a lot of death and rebirth. And then we have the Immutable Moon, and it says nothing is set in stone. Stay adaptable. Unstable situations. And this energy is Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. And there's a lot of Virgo energy coming out. And let's get one more. Thank you, Spirit. And we got the Blood Moon. And it says beginnings, which is transformation again, endings, shadow work, emotional cleansing and resetting, spiritual growth, unexpected situations, and baggage. So I will let you figure out that for yourself. And we're going to get, I guess this one is it. This one is it. Did you see that? There was another card that flew in the floor, but this one fell right in my hand, and I will take this one. This one is number 25 for Theta of Venus. And Theta is a frequency. It is a healing frequency. And I will read this from the book. And this is what it says. Attune yourself with higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you. But do not give them a foothold into your heart. You are ready for a higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual path. And Venus, it talks about Venus. So Venus is like the morning star, their evening star. And it's about awareness of higher consciousness of love, self-love, unconditional love. Venus is really about passion. So I feel like you are trying to tap into what's working best for you right now, finding your own inner passions, finding the own things that calling to your spirit and to your heart. If something is not meant to be, then it will never pass you by. And don't forget that words without action is manipulation. Focus on your self-love. I am worthy. I am intelligent. I am beautiful. I am wise. I am independent. We like independence around here. Focus on the things that you can change, then focus on the things that you cannot change. Listen, focusing on the things that you can change for positive awareness and influence. And I'm very grateful and thankful that y'all hung out with me while I did card readings today. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Patreon. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Facebook. I'm legitimate everywhere. So thank you so much. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.